Good evening, everybody. How are we? Simon here, back with another review. This one's going back a few years now. It's a new product for myself. It's a bit of an older product, but like I said, new one for me. So let's get into it, shall we? What have we got for us this week? We have a Noisy Cricket Series Mech by Wismec. As you can see, it is still wrapped in original plastic. So we'll do an unboxing and fire it up and get it going, hey? So let's crack on into this lovely factory plastic that's been on here for a few years. Yeah, don't need that. That can go over there. Still have the Wismec scratch and sniff on the back there. We don't have to worry about that. Couple of Wismec seals down the side. Bit of a crack in the case. I think that was me when I was unpackaging it from the post. Another Wismec seal on the side and your scratch and sniff on the end there. So let's see how we go about getting into this one. So on the back here, while I try and get that little sticker off the side, Noisy Cricket mod overview. Rapid assembly, counterclockwise to screw the hybrid adapter and fire button. Put two 18650 cells into the mod body retrospectively. So one positive up, one positive down. The two cells should be installed correctly to form a series circuit. Positive to atomizer, hybrid adapter 510 connection, negative to button. Positive to atomizer, negative to button. Alright, I'll probably refer back to that later when I go to do that. Alright, so let's drop this camera and have a close-up, shall we? Alright, so here we are, in blue. That looks a whole lot better outside of that case. There's a few scratches and whatever on that. You open him up, look at that. Very pretty. Very pretty. What else do we have in here? Let's have a quick look. What have we got? Please be careful not to use batteries with torn casings as it is a safety hazard. A little bit of a battery safety warning. Do we have anything else hiding in here? I wouldn't think so, but let's just open him up to have a look. No, nothing overly exciting, nothing too special. Stick that one back in there, stick that one back in there, put that off to the side. So, it is a mech. Yes, it is a fairly simple mech. Nice long threads on there, look at that. Very nice. Nice threads on that, I do like them. That's the button there, bit of a clicky button. Not too bad at all. Nice and simple. That one's going to unthread like so. And then we have a nice simple mechanical series device. I'm looking at this for the first time myself, so just sussing it out. On the bottom there, we've got nice ventilation holes. If for whatever reason anything was to go wrong, there's plenty of airflow down the bottom there. What's that say? That says J-Bo. I'm not sure who J-Bo is, but I probably should do a little bit more research on that before I do it, but there we go. All right. Let's have a look at this switch. See if we can get this switch apart. I'm thinking that might actually be, that'll just be a nice simple magnet, I believe. A nice simple spring. Sorry, that, I don't know why I bothered trying to put that in there. That's not going to fit. Where are my Allen keys hiding? Mr. Allen, Mr. Allen, Mr. Key. As I rummage through a pile of crap I have floating around the desk here to find my Allen keys. There we are. I reckon. I still reckon that one's probably going to be too big. No, just the right size. Alright. Let's unscrew this here and have a look and see what we have. Let's hope we don't have magnets. No, we don't. The only reason I say that is magnets are a pain and they're a nuisance and they're a pain in the ass. So there we are. Nice and simple. Single spring. Plastic button. Screws into that. Nice. Simple. You can't really go wrong. It's a mechanical after all. There's not really a whole lot that can go wrong, but that being a plastic thread, plastic button, I would obviously be cautious with that if you are doing it up and undoing it, because it's just a simple plastic which obviously can come undone. Well, not so much undone, sorry. It's plastic. They're not very strong. They strip out. So we'll just screw him back in there. It's a spring, you said. It's simple, you said. Why won't it go back in? Because you haven't got it lined up properly, dickhead. That's why. Line that up there like so. Screw that in there like so. Give it a nice little tweak. Obviously, like I said, it's plastic. We don't want to be over tightening. Nice and simple. Very simple switch. Not a lot to go wrong with that at all. Alright, so what are we going to be putting on top? Tonight we're going to be putting the Aurora RDA by... who were these? These were Aurora by Digiflavor. That's right. Sorry, that name escaped me there. Actually, I'm going to put that back on top of the drag. As obviously being a mechanical device, we want to make sure that we're building on top of a regulated mod before we go putting it onto a mechanical. So stick some cotton in here like so. It's a nice open RDA, plenty of room, plenty of juice well, plenty of flavour, plenty of airflow, heaps of airflow out of this guy. So we'll stick him in there like that. Now, using Muji cotton, sorry, and some series coils that I made up a couple of weeks ago. So these coils are made by yours truly. Don't worry about that. We'll pick him up later. There we are. So you can't really see what I'm doing there. A little bit out of camera view. My apologies. Right. Tuck him down in there. Tuck him in there and tuck him in there like so. Look at that. Nice and simple. Plenty of room for loads of cotton. Not that you really need a whole lot of cotton in an RDA, but you know, it helps. Now you've got a nice big deck there. You can put some decent sized coils in it. Massive airflow. It comes straight up the middle, straight up the guts, straight into those wonderful coils there. Now, what juice are we going to be banging on this one this evening? I reckon, what do we got? Let's go some homemade banana ice cream and caramel, shall we? See how this one goes. Get him nice and moist. Get a little bit of heat into that, get some wicking happening. Look at that, probably should put a bit of juice down on those side bits that are looking a little bit dry. There we go. Now, like I said, it's a very airy RDA. Top cap. We've got airflow in the middle, airflow in the bottom. Heaps of fucking airflow. But anyway, we're not here for the RDA. We're here for the cricket. Now, what did I say we were? Positive to atomizer, negative to button. All right, we have a set of Samsung 20S batteries. Negative to button, positive to atomizer. Nice little spring load there at the bottom, if you see that. Sort of dances around himself. Look at that. All right. RDA. There we go. On the bottom of the top plate for the atomizer, you've also got a negative there. There's a bit of a reminder. That's nice. The button doesn't, but that's all right, because we've got at least one direction there. We'll screw him onto that. We're going to have a little bit of overhang with this RDA. As you can see there, it kind of looks like a little bit of a mushroom head on top. That's still going to perform quite nicely. Alright, let's make a nice connection if we screw that in. Beautiful. Let's come up top and give it a toot, shall we? Alright. There we are. Welcome back. Gonna open a beer before I do that. What are we on this evening? Gonna have some Little Creatures Pale Ale. It's a boy. Every beer I've had for the last 3 weeks always want to fucking explode on me. Anyway. Wear half of that. Cheers. They do say not everything works out on camera. And they're right. Not everything works right on camera. Shit happens, eh? Yeah, my hands are all fucking covered in beer. That's alright. Got to do some washing anyway. Well, I do now. Got beer all over me bloody shirt. Enough of the first world problems. Noisy Cricket, Wismec, Aurora Digiflavor RDA. RDA is a bit of a noisy cricket. She's a cloudy bastard. She's a bit dry too. Let's get a bit more juice onto those wicks. Yeah, it's a real painter's RDA, this one. You really, to get a good coverage, you're best off popping the cap and giving those coils a good painting. Otherwise, you tend to drip straight down the airflow and make a real mess of yourself. Kind of like I did with that beer. Let's close off that top airflow. Run the bottom airflow. Give it another crack. Hang on. Let's close that off a little bit more. Make sure it is closed. Straighten up the bottom airflow. Nice and fiery. Nice and small in the hand. Fits well. Nice and easy. Not too big. Simple little button on top. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Anyway, all. Cheers. Stay safe. Keep it cloudy.